A lot of people clown Mikal Bridges, including me, because I was never the biggest Mikal Bridges fan. But it wasn't just him. And I'm gonna get to that. The wings for the Knicks was absolutely terrible. And before I get into the numbers from the opening night game, let me just remind y'all of how these wings that did terrible got to the Knicks. OG Ananobi was traded for RJ Barrett, Emmanuel quickly in the second round pick. OG Ananobi signed a 5-year, $212 million contract with the Knicks. That's how OG got here. You gave up RJ, you gave up quickly, and you gave up 5 years and 212 million. That's the story of OG. Mikal Bridges, which is even nastier. He's only getting 80 million, 4 years, 80 million contract. But they traded Bojan Bogdanovic, a first in 25, a first unprotected first in 25, unprotected first in 27, unprotected first in 29, unprotected first in 31, unprotected pick swap in 28, top four protected first from the Bucks in a second round pick in 25. That was for Mikal Bridges. And let's just say their opening night game against the Celtics was not good. The three wings for the New York Knicks, and when I say three wings, I'm talking about Mikal Bridges, OG, and I'm even throw Josh Hart in there. They combined for 32 points and went 2 for 13 from three. On the other hand, the Celtics wings, and that is Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and Sam Hauser. Those three players combined for 70 points, 15 for 27 from three. Those are the wings. And when you give up all that capital, all those trade assets to bring in OG and Mikal Bridges, you are hoping specifically for the Celtics that our wings can contain your wings on defense and do enough on offense to offset some of the wings. They didn't do none of that opening night. And I think that's the most egregious part. It was absolutely egregious. I think what was OG? OG was 1 for 7 from three. OG was 1 for 7 from three. Mikal Bridges looked terrible in that first half. He started making some shots later on in the game, but Mikal Bridges looked terrible. And why was Mikal Bridges on Jason Tatum? I thought OG would be on Jason Tatum and Mikal Bridges would be on Jalen Brown. It seemed like those are better matchups body type wise. It was just all messed up in my personal opinion. Like Mikal Bridges, 7 for 13, 2 for 7 from three, 16 points. OG Ananobi had 4 points, over 4 from three, 1 for 7 from the three fouls. Like Mikal Bridges was a negative 33. OG Ananobi was a negative 21. It was bad, bro. It was bad. And you know what makes it worse? The Knicks guards showed up. The Knicks guards between Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, and Cameron Payne, 55 points combined, 6 for 11 from three. Jalen Brunson had 22 points. Deuce McBride had 22 points. Cameron Payne had 11 points. The guards for the Knicks showed up. They had 55 points and shot 6 for 11 from three. On the other end, because they outplayed the guards for Boston. It wasn't by much, but they outplayed the Boston guards. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard combined for 47 points, 11 for 26 from three. So the guards for the Knicks did their jobs. They were absolutely sold by the wings. And it just is what it is. If I told you Cameron Payne was going to have more points than OG Ananobi, what would you have said? If I told you Deuce McBride was going to have more points than Mikal Bridges, What would you have said? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. Deuce McBride had more points than Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby combined. Let that sink in. This was a bad loss for the Knicks, just on the way they lost and how they lost. Because if I'm a Knicks fan, I want to feel good about my wings when it comes to it's some hope that they could stop the wings of the Celtics. If I woke up a Knicks fan today, I'll be like, I don't know. The Knicks are in danger of becoming the NBA's version of the Cowboys. Because it's gonna be Nick, it's gonna be our year, and then this was a terrible opening game, just from the Wings' perspective, because everybody knows you have to stop the Jays. Not only did they not stop the Jays, damn near gave up a historical night from 3. They play absolutely abysmal on offense, and I'm talking about OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges specifically, and Josh Hart wasn't too great himself. But OG and Mikal Bridges, I'm not saying Knicks fans should panic, but they should most definitely be worried. But on the bright side, your bench looked way better than what you thought, and hopefully you found your backup point guard of the future in Deuce McBride, because he looked really good. Cat, got to get him more involved. But those wings, OG and Mikal, y'all just have to do more, bro. That was bad. OG Anunoby had 4 points, 1 for 7 from 3. Mikal Bridges had 16 points. Looked terrible in the first half. They got outscored by Deuce McBride combined. Deuce McBride had more points than them combined, bro. That's unacceptable. I'm not saying panic, but you should be worried. And that's what I had to say about that, man. But I trust Jalen Brunson. I trust this coaching staff. Y'all got to get together, dog, over there in New York, man. Because that was almost disheartening. It's one thing to lose, but losing like that is crazy. Yeah.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.